Hi, this is Chandrashekhar Prabhu once again. In the past couple of posts, we've been talking about development managers and how PMCs have been cheating the societies, how they've been charging more. I got a call from a whole lot of architects. They said, you have given examples where the societies have got a bad deal. Do you have some examples where most of us, the architects, have helped the societies and there are success stories as well? I said, of course. The entire self-redevelopment movement has been a success only due to the architects and some conscientious PMCs who have been working hard and working without being paid as well. I'm tempted to take a whole lot of names. I can take 15 to 20 names of the city's top architectural firms. But I do not want to take names because it would appear as if I'm doing publicity and influencing the societies to appoint these people. But I must give you some examples. I know of a one of the senior most architects in the city who has worked on some of the city's topmost projects. Initially, when I discussed self-redevelopment with him, he did not appear to be very keen. But once he realized that it's a passion with which we get the societies who have been cheated otherwise of the builders, he agreed. He's doing at least 10 to 15 of our self-redevelopment project. I know in one of the projects, he has had to change the plan at least 15 to 20 times all over again. And he has agreed not to charge the society till their funding or loans are arranged. Tirelessly, I can give at least 5 architectural firms who have tremendous amount of work, father-son duos. In some, the architect himself. In some, the architect with partners and associates. In couple of cases, it is father and son, both father's firm and son taking keen interest. All of them have worked really hard. Not only have they helped the societies, but they have gone ahead and not charged them despite having to put in long hours. Remember, the architects also employ other architects and they have to pay them good amount of salaries. But yet, they have chosen not to charge the societies for feasibility report and minor things. Of course, they have charged their fees and the society have agreed and given them an appointment letter. But no advance payment. Some have been working for 2 months, 3 months, some for 6 months, some even for a year without being paid. Hats off to these architects. It's because of them that the self-redevelopment is being successfully implemented there. I know of an architect who used to come all the way from Pune to give presentations, even in COVID. That much commitment the architect had for the project. I know of an architect who agreed to come from Baroda to do good work for cooperative societies. One architect and the senior most amongst the architects used to come regularly from Delhi to meet people and make presentation. I know of architects who have been connected with educational institutions in different capacities, sometimes having to spend full time on these educational institutions, still they would find time for self-redevelopment. All these professionals, when self-redevelopment has become successful, everyone attributes it to Chandrashekhar Prabhu. But it is not Prabhu alone. I may have got this team together, but it is the team of architects, and some architects also do PMC work. All these professionals, very good, hard-working professionals, put in their time, energy and efforts and work. The societies have been very happy with them and extremely indebted. But there are some experiences where societies haven't been so very cooperative with them. I know of a couple of instances where the architect has put in tremendous amount of work and even got plans approved, and after approval, some of the society office bearers engage themselves into some duel of words and wanted to shift and change the architect. I am extremely disturbed by the attitude shown by some of the cooperative housing societies. When you have the city's topmost professionals coming in and putting in efforts without charging a penny, it is your responsibility to ensure that they are given the due respect. A professional expects, especially one who has put in 30-40 years in the line and who has a name and who is a branded architect name, expects that the society show them some respect. And when some of the architects have bad experiences, then they decide that no, it would have been better to charge the societies upfront, so that if at a later stage they go, at least they have some payment has been made. I have been trying to convince the architects that no, all societies are not bad. There may be some bad apples, like there are bad PMCs, there are bad society people as well, who exploit the architect, try and get plans done from them, and some societies have tried to go to the developer and failed after getting the plans done from good architects without paying them. So the architects get a little upset and decide that they do not want to do any work without getting paid. Technically, once the society gives an appointment letter to the architect, a payment is due. When the architect makes his first sketches, a payment is due. When the final plan is made, or at least pre-final plan is made, certain payment is due. But because under self-redevelopment, the funds and the loan come after the IOD, the architect has to prepare the plan and make this upfront investment. More than 15 to 20 architects have done this upfront investment, and this investment has really gone a long way to make the self-redevelopment scheme successful. I would hereby like to record my appreciation to all architects and PMCs who have worked selflessly without expecting any remuneration in advance until the loans are sanctioned. That is why it is important that the funding agencies are good, so that the architect, for all the efforts they have taken prior to getting paid, are rewarded. So friends, this I am referring to the architects who have been telling me that You are talking about the bad apples. Why don't you talk about the good ones? Today is a time to say thank you. I am extremely indebted to all the top architects in this country to have accepted the model of self-redevelopment, to have agreed. They are people who have big clients, the big corporate clients work with them, and they don't have any dearth of money, but they work because they feel for the urban middle class, and they feel that the urban middle class needs good planning. When they work for builders, they don't know who the end client is. The design is made and then the flats are sold. Here, the architect knows who the clients are, the members of the cooperative societies. They can identify with the clients, find their actual requirements and put in efforts. 10 to 12 architects participate in one society. Only one of them gets selected, but the other 9 have put in efforts. They have put in time, they have put in money. They may not be successful with one society, they'll be successful in the other one. But they have put in the efforts. That is important. And the society should feel really a sense of gratitude for these architects who have been working hard for them without any expectations. So here is Chandrashekhar Prabhu thanking all the architects, all the PMCs who have put in their efforts. We told them that the societies do not have the kind of funding to pay for feasibility reports. So under the self-redevelopment scheme, these architects come up with rough feasibility report. It's no big deal, as I told you earlier. Whatever is the FSI of the area, multiply the land by the FSI number, you come to the total FSI, you find out how much of it is free, how much of it has to be bought as TDR from the municipal corporation and the government. In case of MADA colonies, you know that you get 3 FSI plus the pro rata, and then you get fungible over and above that. In some cases you get up to 6 FSI. So the societies know how much of area they can keep and how much they can sell. So these primary feasibilities are worked out by these architects. They've been working on them without charging. So I want through this post to reach out to all my architect friends and PMCs who have been working without being paid on self-redevelopment schemes. Thank you, brothers. Thank you very much for working. And I want to tell the cooperative housing societies that these people have put in efforts. So please ensure that you respect them and respect the design that they have done. It is one thing to explain your problems to them and make them change the design. But it is another thing to take a design from one architect and then go to some other architect and show him the design. That's not done. So if an architect has been honest to a society, the society should be honest to the architect. The question of how much payment you should make, it's an issue of negotiation. 2% or per square feet basis, these are items which are negotiated. By paying these professionals small amount of percentage, it doesn't affect the feasibility or the viability of the project. The project is so much viable that paying a person less or paying a person more doesn't really matter. Some of the architects have really been very patient. So it is not just The bad apples who have been charging more and promoting the development managers model, which is completely not in the best interests of the society. But on the other hand, we have architects who have worked hard without being paid and done greatest service to the cooperative housing societies. With this is Chandrashekhar Prabhu bidding you au revoir, and once again thanking the architects and PMCs who have worked without taking advance payments from the societies, and reminding the societies that these are people who are partners with you in your self-redevelopment scheme. So give them respect and discuss with them on issues and ensure that when time comes, all their payments are done on time. With this, Chandrashekhar Prabhu bids you au revoir. Thanks for supporting us. Bye for now.